What's up, guys? I just want to come on here and share a little bit of information with you guys. So I don't know if you guys have been following with my TikToks for a long time, but I've talked about this topic on TikTok before. Really quick, totally off topic, but I recently burned my finger and the burn finally like peeled off and it looks like super freaking gnarly. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks disgusting that it peeled off. I'm like, my fingerprint is gone now. Okay, anyway, but back to the topic. It's like so distracting now. But so I recently went to the doctor for something completely different. So I struggle with getting ovarian cysts like frequently. So I get ultrasounds like every couple months to make sure that I don't get an ovarian cyst, because that leads to other issues that I've had in the past, and it just causes a lot of problems for me. So anyway, I'm like super paranoid about that because it just freaks me the fuck out. So I'm always like on top of that. I'm like, doctor, do I have a cyst? Do I have a cyst? Do I have a cyst? And they're like, let's get you an ultrasound. They probably think I probably piss them off because they're like, damn, this bitch is annoying. But it's like, I've had like really big cysts, like really big. And one time, basically, the cyst was really big and it twisted my fallopian tube and my ovary, and they got removed. So, your bitch was scared. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. But, so I went there to get the results of my ultrasound, basically. And, you know, I have a bicornuate uterus. So, my uterus shape is a little funny looking. So, it's not a normal shape. And so then they were like, oh wait, we think you have a septated uterus. My whole life I've been told I have a bicornuate uterus. So I'm like, what the fuck is a septated uterus? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So they had to go pull reports from like a surgery I had when I was 10, because the doctor actually saw my uterus and was like, no. So they had to go pull that report, and they're like, oh no, you have a bicornuate. And I'm like, that's what I thought. Oh, so like they were telling me, like, totally off topic, and I was not here for that. They were like telling me about like pregnancy, like, you know, which I didn't want to talk about because I wasn't mentally prepared for that. And before I go any further, I've already known for basically like my whole life, I've been told my whole childhood I would never be able to have kids because of the way I was born. And if I ever did get pregnant, it would be very, very hard for me to carry a full-term pregnancy because of the way I was born. All of my organs didn't grow properly and they're not all in the right place. So my baby wouldn't have room to grow and it would put a lot of harm on my body and blah, blah, blah. So whatever. I've already known that. And then whatever. So anyway, yeah, they just started telling me, like, you know, I need to really consider getting genetic counseling because my birth defect can be genetic. And I was like, hey. And they were telling me, like, you know, if I plan to get pregnant in the future, I should really consider genetic counseling, because just because my birth defect, it's not in my family, I'm the lucky one, I'm the chosen queen here. And honestly, they were like, oh, even though it's not in your family, you can be the carrier. So if you have a baby, and your baby, if you're the carrier, your baby can have your birth defect and worse. So it can have like all of the birth defects that come with mine. And I didn't like that because I don't want that for my child. If I have a baby, or if I were pregnant and I knew my baby were to have my birth defect, I would terminate my pregnancy, because I would not want my child to go through anything or have as many surgeries as I've had, because fuck no. So honestly, I'm gonna get the genetic counseling done, of course, but I don't think it's something genetic. Nobody in my family has any like medical history, nothing like that, and they don't have anything that I have. But I think it has something to do with like alcohol abuse and drug use. I think it has a lot to do with that. And then yeah, so if I do come positive for the genetic testing, that means I wouldn't be able to save my eggs, because my eggs would be contaminated. And then I asked them, hypothetically speaking, hypothetically speaking, if if the genetic testing is totally fine and I'm able to carry the baby myself, what are the risks I'm taking? And the doctors told me, well, you've had so many surgeries on your stomach, so because you have a bicornuate uterus, your baby will come out a preemie. So your baby will be breech because it doesn't have enough room to put its head down to the coochie. And I was like, okay. So I already know what they were getting at, C-section. And they were like, but if something happens in the case that you need an emergency C-section and we don't have enough time to get to your baby, bye bye baby. Because already when I have regular surgery, it takes the doctors 2 hours to get to what the fuck they're trying to get to because of my scar tissue. So that kind of like didn't sit well with me, because like, okay, my baby could high possibility my baby would be premature because of my uterus shape and size. And then that's a big issue. I don't want my baby to be, because of me and like my little issue, I don't want my baby to not get the help that it needs. So it's just like very like a flim in the air. And then I asked, okay, what are the rates of high risk? This dude said, you'll be high risk from start to finish. I was flabbergasted. And like, I'm one of those people where I need to be mentally prepared for this kind of information. So I walked in there thinking, okay, I'm mentally prepared to know if I have a cyst or not. Cyst or no cyst. Cyst or no cyst. And let me tell y'all, I didn't even find out, because the way that my uterus is shaped, I only have one ovary. So they couldn't find the ovary because they couldn't see it. So they don't know if I have a cyst or not. So I'm still paranoid about that. So, yeah, don't know, but luckily they're going off a CT scan that I had when I was in the emergency room not too long ago. So luckily they think I don't have a cyst, but they found out other concerning information in the CT scan that the emergency room didn't tell me about. So now I found out 2 things about, I already knew about the bicornuate uterus, but I found out about like the severity of, you need to get the genetic counseling done, because you shouldn't be popping out babies if you're going to be giving them birth defects, okay? Like, ugh. That's just my opinion. Everybody else, like, I'm not judging anybody else. That's just me and my experiences, because, like, I told my parents this, and, well, yeah, I told my parents this in the past, and I was like, did you guys know in the ultrasound that I had a birth defect? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, I wish you guys did, because if you guys did, I wish you guys would have aborted me. And I told my dad, I told them this at separate times, because I asked my mom and I asked my dad, and I thought one of them was lying about knowing in the ultrasound. And they both said no, so I was like, okay, y'all not lying. But it's like, if they knew, I wish they would have just suck her out, vacuum her out. Because it's like, and I mean that, like, I mean that, because it's like, having surgery after surgery, and like every year, like, I find out something new. Like 2022, I just found out I have my back is messed up, my spine, I have a congenital spinal fusion because of my birth defect. I've never known anything about that until 2022, because I have fibromyalgia. So I have back pain all the time, and I have pain in my thighs and in my knees and my stomach. But like, the pain was getting worse in my back. I've had fibromyalgia since I was like 10 or 11. So I've been dealing with that for a while. So I know what the pain feels like. I know what my triggers are. I know what that pain feels like, okay? So I know what to do to help myself ease the pain. And then I told my doctor, I was like, there's something wrong with me. And I live by this. Nobody knows your body better than you. I stay by that quote, okay? So anyway, yeah, I was like, doctor, there's something wrong with my back. And I don't do heavy work. I'm a medical assistant / phlebotomist, okay? So I'm not over here doing the freaking most. So I was like, there's something wrong with my back. Like, this is different than fibromyalgia pain. Like, there's something going on. So sure enough, I have a congenital spinal fusion in 3 different places in my back from my birth defect. And not only that, it's just like there's a whole bunch of other things that go on, and it's like, come on, man, I don't want all this. But it's like I said, as I get older, I find out more about this birth defect. But yeah, I do not want to. That's why I'm gonna get the genetic counseling done, because this is not something I want to just pass over my head and just give it to my kids, because fuck no. I'm okay with adopting. Like, mentally, I'm not okay with it. It's gonna, like, I had a mental breakdown already about it, like 3 times, like, last week. But, like, it makes me feel like a useless woman to not be able to have children of my own, out of my body, because it's like, you know, we're here to pop babies now. We here to procreate, and me here not even being able to do that. It's like, what the fuck am I here for? But this is what I'm gonna say. I've been through a lot of things, so maybe I'm not meant for that life. Maybe I'm not meant to have children of my own. That just makes me feel better about myself, okay? But yeah, so it's okay if I need to adopt a little baby, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to share that information with you guys, because I'm not gonna say I don't know, but I know there's a lot of women and families struggling with infertility, and I've already known for a long time that this is gonna be hard for me. But it's like damn, it's like, what else do you want from me, body? Like, dang. It's like, is my big toe gonna get chopped off next? Am I gonna have a congenitality in my toe or in my finger? But it's a lot. And I just want to say to anybody struggling with your health, with your mental health, with your physical health, anything like that, like, go get the help that you need, because it's important. And one thing I want to say to all my people that have ooh, the brightness got all bright. One thing I want to say to people that have healthy, like 100% health, they have no health problems, take advantage of that. Don't just be like, I'm never gonna go to the doctor. Ew, poo me. No, you need to go to the motherfucking doctor and take care of yourself, because one day you could go from having 100% health, and then boom, something happened to you because you're not doing the things you need to take care of, because you're not getting your annual checkups. You're not doing all that. And I can honestly say, like, I try my best to take care of myself. Obviously, I have to, because look at me. I got issues. But I try my best, the best that I can. So that's my message for everybody. Oh, it's a stupid thing. Try your best, to the best of your ability, to do the things you need to do to take care of you, because your health at the end of the day is more important than a job, more important than anything, more important than money, more important than anything. If you don't have your health, then you can't do nothing. Like, take care of yourself the best way that you know how, the best way that you can. That's all I have to say, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, bye.